and welcome to yet another fresh episode of Colours of India. Like always, we bring you the weekly roundup of cultural events from across the capital. The top picks this week are the Ganesha Festival celebration in the national capital, expressing moves of Bharatnatyam and some Shahi delights from the Babu Shahi Bawarchi. Festivities are around the corner as this month marks the beginning of Ganesha Chaturthi. The Delhi has begun to gain popularity in Delhi as well, with not just the Marathi community but people from diverse backgrounds celebrating Ganesh Utsav with fervour. Take a look at the festive spirit of the city for their favourite lord.
लाल चढ़ायो अच्छा गजमुख को जोंदिल लाल विराजे सुत गौरी हर को हाथ लिए गुड़ लड्डू साई सुरवर को महिमा कहे न जाए लागत हूँ पद को जय देव जय देव.
His name is taken before starting any new endeavor. Any ritual is incomplete without his puja. That is Ganesha, the round-bellied son of Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati, a god cherished and loved by all. Every year during the month of Bhadrapada, the birth of the Lord is celebrated with utmost fervour all over India. An important festival in the western and southern states, Ganesha Chaturthi is now gaining momentum in our capital as well. The small cluster of Murtikars of Samaspur Jagir settled on the road near Delhi's Pandav Nagar get busy in making the Lord.
We are Hindu और हिंदू के अंदर गणेश जी प्रथम जो है गणेश जी को ही मनाया जाता है. लेकिन ये प्रथा महाराष्ट्र से स्टार्ट हुई है, ये मानता हूँ मैं, लेकिन ये पूरे देश में चलती है. ये स्पेशल नहीं कि महाराष्ट्र में हो या साउथ में हो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. भगवान तो सबके लिए है, चाहे वो साउथ इंडियन हो, चाहे वो पंजाबी हो, चाहे कोई भी जो मतलब जाति से ताल्लुक रखता हो, उसके लिए भगवान तो भगवान ही है.
It is said that God made man, but for these people, giving God a shape is a way of life. The difference? God is made of plaster of Paris. For the body, a rubber mold is used which comes in various sizes. In a vessel, water is filled and handful quantities of POP are added to it until the proportions are suitable to form a perfect mixture. It is then mixed thoroughly. Slowly the mixture is scattered evenly onto the mold, filling every gap. After a layer of this, a layer of coconut husk is also added. The coconut husk provides stability and sturdiness required for an idol. The process is repeated twice. The back of the idol is also created in the same manner, which is then placed onto the front mold. Bhuri, Ramesh and Om Prakash give the final filling to the body. For them it's a race with time to finish one idol after another.
आंध्र प्रदेश की बात है, बम्बई की बात है, यहाँ दिल्ली में कम पैसा मिले. बहुत हम मजदूरी करें, मेहनत करें, हमारी मेहनत भी पूरी नहीं मिलती है. वो फ़र्क ऐसे पड़ते हैं कि वहाँ पैसा बहुत मिलता है, यहाँ कम मिलते हैं. वहाँ 20,000 में जाता है तो यहाँ 10 में जाता है, 10 में वहाँ जाता है तो यहाँ 3 में जाता है. बहुत फ़र्क है.
When the POP sets in, the structure is made to stand and with deft hands they remove the base and peel off the rubber mold. It is then left to dry further. White idols of Ganesh in different styles and sizes sit adorning the pavement. As they dry, Munna readies himself to splash colours on them. Befitting the bright taste of Delhiites, even the gods are draped in vibrant hues of yellow and red. Apart from men, women also participate in the business. They take place to colour the god in golden glitter and dress it lavishly. Festive season is a time when these idol makers from Jodhpur, Rajasthan can make most of their business. Working in a tight and competitive market, they keep the quality quote always in mind to make their ends meet.
I'm very excited because I've just married last 4 months only, and for me it's the first time to do the Visarjan and all that stuff. So I'm very excited to do that. I've just come here to buy it, so that's it. I'm very excited to do that.
गणपति जी की पूजा करना बहुत शुभ होता है, लेकिन दिल्ली में कम मनाया जाता है, लेकिन अब तो दिल्ली में भी बहुत मनाने लग गए हैं। इसलिए मैंने पहले भी 2 साल पहले बिठाए थे अपने घर में गणपति जी, तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा था और मेरे लिए काफ़ी कुछ अच्छा शुभ हुआ।
The final product is a magnificent and grand idol. One of the idols, a 7-feet Ganesha, stood towering over the observer. The intricate design of jewellery and precise use of colour tones shows the craftsmanship involved in every inch. In a time when environmental issues are high, these POP-based idols share a tough market with eco-friendly idols.
है तो इको फ्रेंडली अच्छा है, क्योंकि देखो पानी में अगर ये विसर्जन तो ये पानी में ही होगा, जो भी आज के दिन ये बैठाएगा वो पानी में विसर्जन करेगा, लेकिन अगर इको फ्रेंडली होगा तो वो घुल जाएगा आराम से, है ना। तो दूसरा पोल्यूशन देता है ये जो पीओपी वगैरह का बनाते हैं, पोल्यूशन देता है जो, और लोगों को भी ये मुझे लगता है कि ये ज़्यादा थोड़े बजट के हिसाब से भी ये सस्ते पड़ते हैं, शायद वो हो सकता है कि महंगे भी हों, तो लोगों को भी लगता है कि 8 दिन के लिए बिठाने हैं, हमारी पूजा भी हो जाए और थोड़ा हमें बजट भी हमारे बजट में भी रहे।
No matter how friendly, the natural-based Ganeshas turn out to be costlier. With just a few days left of this Ganeshotsav, Munna along with others have already started making idols for the coming Bishwakarma festival next month. As people stick to buying affordable POP Ganeshas, at the end, it's just all about the blessings that the elephant-headed god offers.
Making eco-friendly idols to control water pollution is certainly a good idea, but a more feasible way to disperse these idols is required that suits both the makers and the savers. With that, we head into a very quick break. Some more exciting stories on the other side. Stay with us.
Coming up next, expressive moves of Bharatnatyam and some Shahi delights.
Recognizing young talent and honoring them is always a good move, and the Sangeet Natak Academy has been doing just that. Since 2006, the Academy has been felicitating young talents with the prestigious Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar, encouraging them in every possible way. Here is an enthralling performance from the winners of this prestigious award.
The capital recently witnessed the Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar, where about 32 artists from all over the country were awarded for their notable talent in their respective fields. For the year 2011, among them was Meenakshi Srinivasan for outstanding and meritorious achievement in the field of Bharatnatyam.
It is very important if they have sustained their art form till the age of about between the ages of 28 and 40, then we consider the best among them to the award would be a huge booster, because it immediately gives them certain recognition in the industry, in their fraternity, and immediately it will bring the eyes of the senior gurus.
Ruth Dennis, a pioneer artist in dance, once said that I see dance being used as a communication between body and soul to express what is too deep to find for words. This is exactly what Meenakshi's dance portrayed. Dancing with grace and poise, Meenakshi received her training under the tutelage of Aramal Vali. Emoting through facial expressions the finer meanings of her dance, she captivated all just by her gaze.
Simply superb. बहुत अच्छा लगा हम लोग को. And they don't seem to look any young actually. They are
Extraordinary actually. बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं सब. Too good.
Giving music to her dance was Sudha Raghuraman, who was also awarded for her knowledge of music in performing arts. Hitting the right notes, her vocals complemented Meenakshi's dance.
Programs like these should happen, like they should be organized a lot more, because otherwise general public, they only listen to Bollywood and stuff. I mean, this is much more, this is our rich culture.
As times have changed, women have come forth in showcasing their talent, making a place for themselves in the cultural fraternity. This further strengthens and motivates other artists to take up their talent.
Meenakshi's expressions and Sudha's vocals were a perfect match. Indeed, they were truly deserving of these awards and of more in future. If you've had a hectic day, our next performance will definitely lift up your spirits. We bring you the gentle tunes of flute from the Ras Rang Flute Festival.
The Lotus Temple, a tranquil white monumental structure of Delhi. The temple has been there since 1968 as a place for the worshippers of the Baha'i faith. The beauty of the structure radiated with the deep serenity as the surroundings soon echoed with the soothing tones of the flute. The Times Group, along with the Krishna Prerna Foundation, organized the 4th Ras Rang Flute Festival, where acclaimed artists from India and abroad performed.
This year we are trying to say that try to hear flute because flute has the ability to draw you to your center. Whenever you hear flute music with your eyes closed, you will find you are getting focused. And that's a form of meditation. Otherwise, people find meditation difficult. So flute has that ability, and that's what we're trying to demonstrate and tell people this time.
The evening opened with Kartikeya Vashisht and Atul Krishnan presenting Rag Yaman. On the flute, accompanied by Niranjan on the tabla and Varun on the ghatam. A young group of 4, their music flowed like the prose. They were easily able to take the octave high and low and also experiment with rapid rhythms. This showed their dexterity and dedication to their music as well as the instrument.
Take any instrument, but if you play it from the heart and soul, if you practice very much, you're going to impress the audience quite well. And apart from that, flute is a very ancient instrument. It's quite natural for people to like it. Flute is quite a versatile instrument itself, so it's not a big deal to fuse it with other elements in it, like electronic or more different stuff like Western music or jazz, all that stuff. It's just about the experience of the artist.
Next to perform was Pablo Salcedo from Argentina, who brought along with him different and unique wind instruments like the moceno, a flute with an external mouthpiece pipe that originated in Bolivia. This bamboo flute gives out a full and compassionate tone when played, which is stirring to hear. He also played the pan flute, which consists of 5 or more hollow pipes tied together, creating a husky lull sound. Pablo also played the marcama cuena, a traditional yet evolved flute from the ancient flutes of Andes.
He
each country, each region have a different music style, but I think in deep, all music that comes from the soul have many things in common. For example, you have here ragas, and it's a very complex to play, to learn, but in Argentina, in Latin America, we have a lot of different styles. Each community have different flutes, different sizes, different rhythms.
The flute as an instrument has a lot of yogic qualities as it is a wind instrument. Thus, performing with it requires extreme control over breath. The artists flawlessly delivered an encapsulating performance which surely pleased many ears at the end.
The melodious voice of flute has a mesmerizing effect on the listener. Time for us to slip into another short break. When we come back, we take you through a Shahi food trail.
Coming up on Food Trail, Shahi Delights from Babu Shahi Bawarchi.
Welcome back. We are in the last segment of the show, and it's time for us to take you on a visual feast of the iconic dishes of the Babu Shahi Bawarchi near Pragati Maidan.
Hello and welcome to Food Trail with me, Shubhra Mukherjee. It is my pleasurable duty to bring you unique and mouth-watering dishes from around our city. This week, we explore one of the wonders of Delhi. The faint music of Qawwali from the Dargah falls on the ears when one enters Matka Peer. Among the shops selling chadavas and baskets with flowers and incense, it is peculiar at first to find clay pots all around. But those earthen pots are the first offering to the saint if you are among the many whose wish has come true. The place is dotted with these pots hanging from trees. This is the shrine of Kalandari Sufi saint Hazrat Sheikh Abu Bakr Tusi Haider Kalandari Rahmatullah, or more fondly known as Baba Matka Peer, who lies buried here. Legend has it that the saint from Iran had healing powers that once cured the ailment of a dying man. Since then, he and this place are always revered, and the matkas an everyday offering. Soon many shops settled around the vicinity of the Dargah, among which was Babu Shahi Bawarchi, famous for his biryani, and thus the phrase, Matka Peer ki biryani.
हमारी स्पेशलिटी ये है कि हम अपने खाने, अपने मसाले को कूटते हैं, खुद मसाले अपने बनाते हैं, उस कूटते हैं और फिर उसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं अपने तरीके के ऊपर। तो इससे हमारी बिरयानी बहुत फेमस हो गई है और दिल्ली में हमारी कोई ब्रांच नहीं है, यहीं है हमारी और हम यहीं बनाते हैं, यहीं से बेचते हैं और बहुत सस्ता खाना हम बेचते हैं, इसीलिए लोग हमारे पास दूर दूर से आते हैं और हमारे यहाँ जो हैं बहुत फेमस लोग भी आते हैं, जैसे कि नवाब पटौदी खान जी थे तो उनके हमारे नाना जी ने खाना बनाया, शहनाज हुसैन जी हम उनका खाना हमारे नाना जी बनाया करते थे, बहुत से मिनिस्टरों के हमारे यहाँ से खाने बन के जाते थे और अभी बनते हैं और फौजी जो लोग थे उनके भी हमने बहुत खाने बनाए हैं, जैसे जनरल मानक शाह वगैरह थे।
At first, the old shop might be tricky to spot, but the whiff of the fragrant food would definitely pull the soul towards it. And after knowing that they belong to the lineage of chef that once cooked for the great Emperor Shah Jahan himself, then every platter served here is Shahi till the last bite. Now run by Babu Khan's grandson Nawab Khan, the joint stands open since the 1870s and he tries to follow in the footsteps of his ancestors, feeding happy customers.
I'm very much fond of this food because of lots of flavors. Lots of you cannot find out this kind of the food in New Delhi area, and very cheaper also, na. You can take food from here. Maybe 100 rupees people can eat full of meal.
It's like almost 6-7 years like I'm bringing here, and basically it's a taste which is like bringing me here every time. The taste and the aroma of this food is like excellent.
It was time to taste the much acclaimed biryani, and to do so, I had to wait a good deal as Nawab prepared the delicacy. To make the biryani, the meat and the rice are cooked separately and then poured into different sized degchis according to their customer orders. Here, for 1 kg rice, they use the equal amount of meat. Putting the mixture back onto the fire, the final flavoring is done and we see the saffron-infused chicken and mutton mixing with the fluffy white rice. Worth the wait.
Now I've tasted the chicken biryani, which is absolutely mouth-watering, I must say. The meat is very, very chewy, of course, but the rice over here, it's filled with flavor. It's cooked to perfection.
They offered me chicken and mutton korma as well. A single bite was an explosion of flavors in the mouth. The prior marinating of the meat made the masala infuse into it nicely, making it rich yet tender. Served with rumali roti, this one really did make me sweat.
Lip-smacking it is. I must say, these two things are very spicy. If you don't have a spice bud, I won't recommend you this.
Their galoti kebabs are authentic as they follow the ancestral recipe coming down from Lucknow. The kebabs are shallow fried until golden and are best served with rumali roti. But to get the maximum taste, I sinfully indulged in it without the accompaniment.
Now this is the galoti kebab that I'm having. These guys over here say they are the authentic makers of this kebab. And Shah Jahan himself has tasted these wonders that I'm having today. Well, must say, the kebab is really, really crunchy and it's soft in the inside. The meat is tender and you'll get a little piece of bone here and there somewhere, but it just adds to the crunchiness all the more. So, a must have again.
With just limited dishes on their menu, the trick is to make everything signature, and that Babu Shahi Bawarchi has managed to do. Priced decently, the place is a good hangout with friends and colleagues.
Mouth-watering indeed. All of that food just makes you want to eat them right away, isn't it? Well, it's a wrap-up on this edition of Colors of India. Do write us your feedback and suggestions onto our Facebook page. We'll meet you same time next week with more exciting and colourful stories. Until then, take care and goodbye.